And now our first look at a young man from Mexico. Skates at the club from San Diego to Obscur. 20 years old, Ricardo Olavarrieta. Not competed at the top level for 3 years now. Champion of Mexico in 86 and 87, runner-up in 88. 27th in the Olympics in Calgary.
Well, that should have been triple loop, double toe loop. Didn't make the full rotation on the triple loop. No mistakes there, double axel.
But in contrast to some of the skaters we've seen before, especially Sung Il-jung, who went right before him from South Korea, everything's a little slow, a little laboured.
He certainly looks a little cautious and isn't skating with a lot of speed. He's only been skating since 1981, so it's quite a remarkable feat to be in World Championship and you've only been skating 10 years.
I can't recall a skater from Mexico in World Championships before. I think this might well be a debut.
Yes, I think you're right, Simon. I know the Mexican Federation was only affiliated to the International Skating Union 3 or 4 years ago. So it's a very, very young sport in Mexico. And it's good to see them participating here in these championships.
Just a reminder that there are 153 competitors this year's Worlds.
Well, that should have been the triple toe loop again. Didn't make 3 rotations and landed on 2 feet.
And those 153 competitors from 30 nations, the biggest ever entry for a World Championships. Just held on at the end. It was still pretty hard work.
Ricardo Olavarrieta.
But again, can you imagine what it's like for a man from Mexico to compete in a World Figure Skating Championships in front of this massive audience, both at the stadium here in Munich and worldwide?
Yeah, a marvellous moment for this young man. There we saw the triple loop. He opened out early on that, didn't really get the height. And just scrambled around and managed to get a double toe loop on the end. Here we see the double axel. This was clean but very slow. The whole beginning of the program was pretty slow, I thought. Spins, however, were good, pretty well centered. And this will be a moment to remember for this young man. He did compete in the Olympic Games, finished 27th.
And the relief showing on his face.
Yeah, I don't think with that performance we'll be seeing him in the free skating part of the program.
Wouldn't imagine he'll get anywhere near the top 20. I think he's probably aiming for the top 30, and those marks won't help him. 2.5 up to 3.4. Van Adel, his trainer. And now for presentation, a lot higher, 3.6 up to 4.1, but I'm afraid that he, of the 13 skaters who've competed so far, is 13th.
Next,